guys are doing well, staying safe, and keeping your mind active. I miss you guys a lot. I'm sending you virtual hugs through the screen. With that being said, we've taken a little bit of a break on learning about China. So today we're going to jump back into things and learn a little bit of review and some new things about China. So let's go. All right, guys, let's put our thinking caps on and rewind our minds back to when we were talking about the Chinese New Year. Now, we've already spent a lot of time discussing the Chinese New Year, and that's because the traditions that happen during this time is so important to Chinese culture and even their history. So, here in America, we have our own ways of celebrating New Year's, our own traditions and our own culture. Things like writing down New Year's resolutions or goals, hanging out with family and friends, staying up until midnight, watching the ball drop. In New York City, we have toasts, we have fireworks sometimes, but all of this stuff happens in one night. In China, the Chinese New Year lasts for 2 weeks. What did they do during these 2 weeks, you ask? Well, let's review. First thing that's really important to remember about the Chinese New Year is each year is dedicated to a different zodiac animal. So if you guys can remember back to class, we read the book The Great Race. The Great Race talked about how each 12 zodiac animals got their place in the zodiac calendar. Now, during the day, the Chinese people have giant parades. These parades have big floats on them, they have performers, they have dragon competitions, and people come from all over the place to see. Some other traditions include going out and buying fresh new clothes to wear during the New Year. There's also the tradition of parents and grandparents giving their children money to celebrate them, which is not something we do here. Now, let's think about some of the other things that they do. They have great big feasts. Does anyone remember the main food that they eat during this time? I'll give you guys a second to think about it. Dumplings! So, families make dumplings together and then they sit down and eat it together. And that's a big part of the New Year's tradition. Lastly, I want to remind you guys about the Lantern Festival. If you guys can think back to the video we watched, there were lanterns of all different shapes and all different sizes. Some of them were more traditional, like the red and yellow lanterns that we made in class, and then some of them had really fun shapes, like the Angry Birds one. They even had advertising for Coca-Cola. So these lanterns last for 2 weeks and they're placed all around and people walk through them and they're really, really beautiful. So what else? Well, music is a big part of the Chinese New Year. Now, we haven't discussed music yet. There are all different types of traditional Chinese instruments that make very different sounds than we're used to here in America. But what we're going to do today is learn a new song.
Thanks for that wonderful review, Miss A, and hello, students. So if you remember, when we were still in school, we were learning all about China, doing different projects. We were doing this so that we could get together with other students from your same grade level for an around the world showcase. Each class was going to share what they learned about their country and give a little performance. So we never got to our performance piece, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video today. And it has everything to do with what Miss A just taught us about. We're going to learn a song that is about the traditional Chinese New Year. Gongzi is a song that is sung every New Year, and it is a celebration of the season as well as wishing positive things for the year to come. We're going to use a video from YouTube to help us learn this song. I'll put a link on the post on Class Dojo, but you can also go straight to YouTube and search for Gongzi Chinese English Song 2017. It is by Anna Zhang. Now, I know it's not 2017, that was just when the video was made. This song applies every year for the Chinese New Year. The words are written at the bottom of the video, and I've also attached a document on Class Dojo that has all the words listed on one page so that you can follow along while you listen to the song. But before you scoot over to that video, there are a couple vocab words that I want you to know. So first and foremost, the title, Gongzi. What is that? That is a Chinese saying that means congratulations. Some people even say that it means happiness to you. So in the chorus of the song, that's the part that repeats a few different times, it says gongzi, gongzi, gongzi niya, gongzi, gongzi, gongzi ni. And that means congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to you. Yeah! Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to you. So that's the only part in the version that we're learning that is in Chinese. The rest has been translated to English, but the actual traditional song is all in Chinese. But for our part, there is one part that I really enjoyed when they start talking about when winter ends and spring begins and that we see the plum trees blossom. So we know plum trees grow those beautiful dark purple fruits that I really like. But I looked up what plum trees mean to Chinese culture, and they actually are a symbol of perseverance. And we talk about perseverance all the time in Peaceful Schools. We know that it means to not give up and keep going even when things are difficult. Plum trees grow for a long time. They've even found some that are over 1,000 years old in China. And the trees each year have to live through cold winter and snow. And after the plum trees persevere through the harsh winter, they grow bright and beautiful blossoms. So think about that while you practice and work hard on this song. Let's see what we can learn together. And from Miss Sperber and Miss A, we hope that the Chinese New Year of the Rat in 2020 is treating you well. We miss you. Gongzi!